Good evening and welcome. You're with us on the Newsroom. I'm Rahul Kamal. We've got breaking news coming in right on the top of Newsroom tonight. Kuldeep Barala, the relative of the accused in Chandigarh, nephew of Haryana BJP chief Subhash Barala, is also accused of abducting a minor girl. This is the same man who has been victim shaming Varnika Kundu. He's been putting out a whole bunch of offensive tweets and posts in which he raises questions about the morals of Varnika, why she out at night, putting out pictures showing her drinking as if that's got anything to do with the fact that she was harassed and nearly abducted. What India today has learned is that on the 8th of May 2017, the cousin of this accused, Kuldeep, had also abducted a minor girl in an SUV. India today has accessed the FIR copy in this case. Here too, and this is totally shocking, the original case was registered for kidnapping and harassment, but later Kuldeep was charged only under the Motor Vehicles Act, not even for stalking. So it's not a one-off case here. It seems to be a trend and a pattern with two people from the same family accused of the same crime. And in both these cases, it seems, the local police worked overtime to dilute the charges, and that's our top focus on the Newsroom tonight.
Stalked, stopped and harassed. But she decides to fight back. It's cold coffee and diluted charges for her VVIP stalker. CCTV footage of the incident mysteriously goes missing. She's shamed, he's shielded. Stop Beti Bachao, Brat Bachao.
Also, the other big story on the Newsroom tonight, with hours to go for polling to begin in the crucial Rajya Sabha elections in Gujarat, the NCP has bowled a deadly googly with at least one NCP member walking out on Ahmed Patel and joining the BJP camp. Suspense also over the Janata Dal United member. Remember, Ahmed Patel was counting on the JDU support, but now with the JDU in the BJP camp, that again uncertain. Ahmed Patel is one of the most important congressmen, longest time now. He's been Sonia Gandhi's right-hand man. Sonia Gandhi's personal prestige at stake in this big Rajya Sabha election. This is going to be a long night for Ahmed Patel. BJP sources are telling us that picture abhi baki hai. The show is not over. They're expecting more Congress leaders to jump over and join the BJP. Will Ahmed Patel be able to sneak through? Big breaking news coming in right at the top of Newsroom tonight. Remember, Ahmed Patel so far was confident that he'll be able to scrape through. There could be many more twists and turns in this fiercely contested Rajya Sabha election. One NCP leader at least has walked out tonight. BJP sources are very confident that there will be many more defections over the next 18 hours. Joining us now, my colleague in India's foremost political analyst, Rajdeep Sardesai, Uday Mahurkar from India Today magazine. With us also from Ahmedabad, Bureau Chief Sahil Joshi. I just want to show you what this NCP leader said as he was jumping over from supporting Ahmed Patel to supporting the BJP. He spoke to my colleague Kamlesh Sutar.
पार्टी के आदेशानुसार जो एनसीपी के जो हम दो एमएलए हैं उसको कल बीजेपी के उम्मीदवार बलवंत सिंह राजपूत को वोट देने के लिए कहा गया है.
So it's very interesting, Rajdeep, what he says. Party ke aadesh ke anusar. Now, one NCP MLA has spoken so far. There's one more, which means that the other could flip as well. The JDU, who Ahmed Patel thought would support him, is going back and supporting the BJP. Will Ahmed Patel win or lose tomorrow, Rajdeep?
Rahul, if you look at the numbers, it is clearly now touch and go. Ahmed Patel is battling for his life. He needs 45
Explain
MLAs.
the numbers. Let's take the graphic on our screen.
The numbers are, it's a 182 member house. 6 MLAs have resigned from the Congress, so it's down to 176. Amit Shah, Smriti Irani are assured of 2 posts because the BJP has a clear majority of over 121. The question then comes to the Congress down to 51. Ahmed Patel needs 45, as I said, to win. Of these 51, and Uday can correct me, 7 are owing allegiance to Mr. Waghela, including Mr. Waghela and his son. So 51, you can be almost certain, will go down to 44. These are the 44 who are in a resort at the moment with Ahmed Patel, first in Bangalore, now in Anand. 44 plus the 2 of the NCP, 1 of JDU and 1 from the GPP, which is a smaller party, is what Ahmed Patel was counting on.
That was his original plan.
Now 2 of the NCP, at least 1 is gone. The other, I am told, for now is with Ahmed Patel. So 44 plus 1, NCP 45. JDU, we don't know which way they'll go, or GPP. Ahmed Patel is touch and go. Even if 2 Congress MLAs tomorrow morning decide to vote on Nota and not for Ahmed Patel, which is possible, that's the end of the game. For the man who only a few years ago was possibly the most powerful politician in India, is now battling for his life. He needs every one of those 44 Congress MLAs who are today in a resort in Anand to come tomorrow and vote for him. And I don't think all 44 are that loyal to the Congress or Ahmed Patel anymore. So if I were a betting man, and I'm not, I would say that Ahmed Patel is probably going to lose.
Sahil Joshi, your sense from Ahmedabad, because we've all seen times when in Ahmed Patel's house in Delhi, there would be 10 chief ministers in 10 different cubicles inside his house. That's how powerful he was, jumping from one room to another, talking to each one of them. Will Ahmed Patel scrape through or will he lose tomorrow? Sahil.
Rahul, clearly the situation has completely changed. Now there are no 10 chief minister waiting for him. In fact, he's been waiting for the 44 MLAs coming from Bangalore. He was at the airport in the morning, and now he is spending almost night with all the 44 MLAs in Anand. So this clearly shows that how much desperate he has become to keep that support intact. In fact, today when I spoke to the Deputy Chief Minister Nitin Patel, he clearly said that not all the 44 MLAs are going to be with Congress tomorrow. There will be a chamatkar tomorrow, we are going to see. In fact, when Ahmed Patel claimed that he spoke to Sharad Pawar and Sharad Pawar has promised him support of 2 NCP MLAs, NCP was quick, the NCP sources, high-level sources were quick to revolt and say that no such promise has been made. They are yet to make a decision, and Kandal Jadeja finally, when spoke to Kamlesh Sutar, said that the party has told them to vote to BJP. In fact, BJP also confirmed that to us. Secondly, they also claimed that the GPP MLA, that is Keshubai Patel's party, which is non-existent anymore, that party's one MLA who was with Congress at this time, he has also been told to be with BJP. So it's clearly now that Ahmed Patel is going to have a tough time to cross that 45 mark, because if he doesn't cross that 45 mark, there will be a second preference vote, which definitely he is not going to get any, whereas Amit Shah and Smriti Irani's second preference vote are going to go to the third candidate, that is Balwant Singh Rajput, and he is one of one time a very close aide of Ahmed Patel.
Personal. You know, there are many Rajya Sabha elections, they come and go. The entire might of the BJP machine, from Amit Shah himself, currently in Gujarat, A, because of his own election, but B, to ensure that Ahmed Patel loses tomorrow.
For that, you have to go to the phase between 2007 and 2010, when there was every attempt to fix Modi and Amit Shah. Amit Shah went to jail. And I think Amit Shah, Modi and BJP thinks it was Ahmed Patel who was orchestrating the entire campaign against them, sitting in Delhi, using police officers, you know. So there is a sting to this entire thing, you know. I mean, I don't think this sting is there in other actions of BJP, you know. There is a particular sting to this.
It is, as Uday rightly points out, of war which has a history.
Absolutely.
And the history is, as he rightly again puts it, that period when Ahmed Patel was virtually the most powerful man in a way in Delhi, and the belief that Narendra Modi and Amit Shah have, that Ahmed Patel was trying to fix them, that Amit Shah went to jail in the Sohrabuddin case because of Ahmed Patel, that Narendra Modi was grilled by the SIT for hours on end. But you know, I think what it also shows is that Gujarat politics ahead of the elections, which are 3 months away, has now got so polarized. You know, in Gujarat, the politics were that even if you were in the opposition and government, there was an element of what you call bhaichara.
Absolutely.
You know, there was a mix of wheeling and dealing, but you had give and take. That's all gone. Amit Shah is now where Ahmed Patel was 4 years ago. He is the second most important person in the country. Narendra Modi is the most important. Two Gujarat politicians who are number 1 and number 2 in Delhi are settling scores with someone.
Let's show you what Ahmed Patel said. Very brief comment. He's not a man of many words, especially on TV. Brief comment from Ahmed Patel. He is making it seem as if he's confident he'll win tomorrow.
You have seen, you know, their mood also. We are fully confident. They are like a family members. You know, they come as joint family members. We are totally confident. Definitely will win the election.
This is one man, Rajdeep, who enjoys huge political goodwill. Everybody in the Congress and outside owes some kind of a favor to Ahmed Patel. Now, with the NCP jumping out, you know, there's no one who he can bank on. You would have imagined that Sharad Pawar would bank him. There are many IOUs.
No, but two quick points, Uday, before you come in. One is when I heard Ahmed Patel say family just now. Yes. And Uday can correct me. The man who's contesting for the third seat, Mr. Rajput, was very much an Ahmed Patel man. Someone who Ahmed Patel built. So where is the family? Number two, the very interesting point you're making about Sharad Pawar. Here is someone, NCP, who possibly Ahmed Patel could have banked on that long period together in the UPA. I get a sense that Sharad Pawar, if it is true that both the MLAs vote against Ahmed Patel and for the BJP, is moving with every passing day closer to the BJP. No. Is he going to be the next Nitish Kumar? Remember, in Maharashtra, there is a government which tomorrow could be formed between the BJP and NCP, isolating the Shiv Sena, which has been targeting the BJP.
For that, again, you have to go into Pawar Modi relations back, you know, from 2007, 2008, 10, you know. Pawar and Modi have been very close, and I think many of the ideas which, you know, in the agriculture sector which Modi is implementing are perhaps the ideas have come from Pawar.
Are you saying, Uday, that a Pawar could join hands with a Modi? Could he be a Nitish Kumar,
I think so. I was in Maharashtra last month, and there was a talk that Pawar might join hands with BJP.
No, Pawar and NCP are very clear that they want to come. It's Devendra Fadnavis who's holding out. He doesn't want to do business with the NCP because he says his politics is based on fighting the corruption of the NCP.
But you know, look, that has changed in Bihar as well. Sure. And the fact is, if, as you're saying, both the NCP MLAs have been given a diktat, my information is only one of them, who ironically is the son of the Don of Saurashtra not too long ago, Santokh Ben Jadeja. He's the one who's come on camera to say I'm voting against the Congress. The other one, if they go, that means instructions have come from above. Praful Patel yesterday has already said, we have not decided whether we will support him. So clearly the NCP is keeping its options open.
Where are these 44 MLAs? They've been holidaying and partying, Sahil, as it were. Will they all hold firm? How many of these 44 could break away? And also, if Ahmed Patel loses, then there will be devastation in the Congress rank and files, because the message that will go out is, if Ahmed Patel can't win on a Congress ticket, who can? Sahil, how many of these 44 will hold firm?
See, right now what BJP is claiming, because what we heard when Bhupinder Yadav, in charge of BJP in Gujarat, he was claiming that at least 3 of these MLAs will definitely cross over to vote to BJP, and that is going to be a very tricky situation, because right now everyone is saying, including Ahmed Patel, that all these MLAs are family. But what BJP is saying, that why these MLAs are breaking away from Congress, it's Ahmed Patel who is going to be responsible for that, and that's why there is a disconnect with the Congress MLAs at the ground, and that is the reason this is happening. Secondly, about Sharad Pawar, it's been very clear since very long time that Sharad Pawar likes pinching Congress whenever he gets time. Maybe he will not go out and out against Congress in Maharashtra, but he likes to pinch Congress whenever he gets time, and that's what NCP is doing here. Praful Patel yesterday clearly said that even if they have an alliance, they are with Congress in Maharashtra. In Gujarat, the situation changes. In fact, NCP tried so many times to have an alliance with Congress when Congress was powerful in Gujarat. The Congress did not give any chance to NCP to settle themselves in Gujarat. So
what's the message, Rajdeep, in conclusion that goes out if Ahmed Patel loses? What's the message that goes out?
I think there are 2 messages. One is, look, the Congress at the end of the day, and we've seen it in Bihar, we've seen it in recent elections, is a party floundering. It's a bit of a sinking ship. But if the political secretary of Sonia Gandhi, the most powerful person, if tomorrow another dozen Congress MLAs switch over, it obviously means they see no future for the Congress in Gujarat. That means the Congress's demise in the Gujarat election, November, December certain. And it means that Sonia Gandhi's legitimacy and power and influence over the Congress is declining. Absolutely. But it also means, let's be also fair, and I don't know whether Uday will agree, that Amit Shah is also a politician who is not above Sam Dam Danda Bhed.
But he doesn't make any bones about it.
While there is a sinking ship on one side, there is also a party which is relentless and determined to extract badla or revenge.
No, but his openly declared motto is Congress Mukt Bharat.
That's
he
right.
says he's working towards
he may be moving. So therefore, to your big message, he may be moving one more step closer to his mission of a Congress Mukt Bharat.
I have spoken to Amit Shah several times on this. He says that when he says Congress Mukt Bharat, he means it.
But are the MLAs auctionable? Is it true that the MLAs are also being offered large amounts of money, including a ticket in the election? So it's a bit of both, right? It's a Congress which is a sinking ship, plus the BJP also making the attraction.
If not money, some share in power in future.
No, and also it's about a BJP ticket. Maybe they think a BJP ticket in the elections to come
that has been promised.
Is more bankable than a Congress ticket.
BJP tickets have been promised to these MLAs. So there is no doubt about it.
Interesting.
But what else has been promised? There is a debate about it, but I think they must have been, promised a share in power.
And let's be fair also, Rahul, the Congress has also done similar things when it was in its pomp.
Absolutely.
So the BJP is doing to the Congress what the Congress used to do, particularly in the 1970s. And today the BJP is, at the end of the day, the dominant party.
Sahil Joshi, Gopi Manyar, Kamlesh Sutar will be tracking the story all through the morning. It's going to be a very tough night. You know, some BJP leaders who've gone on holiday have been called back and said you have to be here all day tomorrow. So that's one message going out very clearly. Thank you very much, Uday and Rajdeep. We'd be tracking this story very, very carefully. It's been quiet just the last few days, but don't for a moment assume that nothing is happening. This is the lull before the storm. And the BJP tonight very confident that they will make Ahmed Patel lose. Ahmed Patel, I spoke to him yesterday. He's very upset and perturbed with the fact that they've made this very personal. He says, aise politics nahi hoti India mein. This is the new India and this is the way Amit Shah and the BJP are doing their politics. They're out to win. They're out to win the third seat as well, one way or the other. Let's shift our attention now. We've got more breaking news coming in. India today has been able to exclusively access, let me just pull it out for you, the FIR. This is an FIR about the cousin of the accused in the Chandigarh harassment and stalking case. And what is important is that this is the cousin who's been slut-shaming Varnika by putting out posts, questioning her character, questioning why she's out at night, questioning why she's been drinking, questioning why she's in the company of males. It turns out that that cousin, Kuldeep Barala, has a molestation case of his own against him. And what's even more shocking and horrible is that in that instance as well, charges seem to have been diluted from molestation, harassment to a simple case of violation under the Motor Vehicle Act. I want to go across now. Preeti Chaudhary is with us. Satinder Chauhan is a Chandigarh bureau chief. He's the one who's broken this story. Preeti has been going through the details of this FIR. Explain, Preeti, how this cousin of the main accused seems to have a molestation case against him.
All right, Rahul, just, irony just died a bit. Let's just look at how the day progressed. In the morning, there were a barrage of posts on Facebook by Kuldeep Barala, who went on to suggest that Varnika, in this question, her character was flawed because she's been drinking. He's lifted pictures of her Facebook with her friends, enjoying, going out at a club, which all of us do. And a series of those posts, then he suddenly deletes his Facebook profile altogether. And the reason has come out exactly why he did so. Because for somebody who has been character assassinating Varnika, he himself, Rahul, himself on his person in this May has been accused of kidnapping a minor, abducting a minor under the influence of alcohol, driving a car, stopping the car and taking a minor inside that vehicle. I believe the hearing will come up for tomorrow. Satyendra has got that FIR with us. Satyendra, just take us through the points of Kuldeep Barala in this question, this man who has been since the morning victim shaming Varnika. But suddenly, he's nowhere to be found because the truth about him has come out and he himself is accused of kidnapping a minor.
An FIR was registered against Kuldeep Barala in police station Tohana on 8th May 17, in which he, along with 3, abducted a minor girl and this case to be heard tomorrow in Punjab and Haryana High Court. And later on, the victim family says that they were pressurized, and under pressure, the girl, who is a minor, changed her statements, and now the family wants justice, and they have approached the Punjab and Haryana High Court, and this case is listed for tomorrow only.
This case is listed for
exactly,
tomorrow.
And the hearing will be tomorrow, and maybe some notice to be issued with.
You know, because look at this, Rahul, how bizarre can this get? This is a man who's taken to Facebook all day trying to character assassinate someone where his own character is flawed. He is somebody who has abducted a minor. This girl was 14-year-old when she was picked up, 14-year-old when she was picked up in the village by him and 3 men in that car.
Exactly. They were 4 and this girl was 17 years actually, 17 years that time.
Okay.
And this was happened in May, just May, in the month of May. And right now this case is in Punjab and Haryana High Court. And the family members are saying they were pressurized that time because the girl was minor and she has changed her statements when police inquired her. And on behalf of this, the Barala family, they want to cancellation of this FIR.
They want the cancellation, and the Barala family here is, you know, let's just put that in perspective, Rahul. His father is no more. Kuldeep lives with Subhash, yes. So Kuldeep lives with Subhash Barala, so that is very close relative. His father is no more. Subhash Barala has been his legal guardian for the last 10 years, and this is the family which the victim's family in this question allege has been putting pressure on them. Second set of breaking news, Rahul, before we toss it back to you. We were just going through, Satyendra and I pulled out the FIR copy of Varnika's case. In that question, Rahul, it's bizarre because, you know, you just go through this FIR, right in the end, Varnika very clearly states, and I want, you know, Satyendra to read it out. She very clearly states that 2 attempts were made to kidnap her. And then the investigating officer, in his own handwriting, is writing his copy, his statement, where he is, what is he saying, Satyendra?
Actually, police officials were saying that Varnika did not mention word kidnap anywhere in her complaint. But this is the original copy of FIR. You can just read it. To me, it was very clear that these boys intended to abduct me. It means they were trying to
kidnap her.
Even I tried to open, they tried to open the door. And this is the page which is...
where the IO, where the basically I'm going to, you know,
IO. What IO says, IO says, 2 ladke in Tata Safari, and
so basically what has happened, what has happened is, Rahul, that the information officer has admitted that
what he has written, harassment and attempt to kidnap and outrage of modesty of a girl. This is written by the IO. And next line, what he is writing, we have registered case under section 354D, not under section of kidnapping.
So not under section of kidnapping, and Rahul, interesting, not even under the section of stalking. So we've been mistaken that the case of Varnika is also lodged under stalking. No, just under the Motor Vehicle Act of driving under influence. That is the only case that has been lodged against Vikas Barala, even though the IO admits that he's lodging a case.
In the previous instance with the cousin, again, charges were watered down, and instead of stalking, harassment, molestation, abduction, you only have a punishment for driving rashly, and that is not okay. It cannot be beti ko darao and VVIP brat ko bachao. This is not what Prime Minister Modi and the BJP promised. This is a litmus test. This man has to be punished for his crimes, and there can be no two ways about it. Let me show you how. The police first spoke about how the charges against the accused would be non-bailable, but later, for reasons which they aren't accepting, but naturally to do with some kind of pressure working on the ground, the charges were watered down, and a massive cover-up operation seems to be currently underway. Here's the story.
164 सीआरपीसी के स्टेटमेंट के बाद हमने 341 आईपीसी, 365 आईपीसी, 511 आईपीसी जो कि नॉन अवेलेबल सेक्शन है वो हमने धाराएं लगाई। तो इसमें क्या किडनैपिंग का भी बनता है, अटेम्प्ट टू किडनैप का हमने धारा लगाई है।
This was the Chandigarh police 48 hours ago. On the complaint of Varnika Kundu, they booked Vikas Barala for kidnapping, wrongful restraint, among other things. Within 2 days, this happened.
कॉपी आ गई है 164 की। 164 की स्टेटमेंट में लड़की में कहीं भी किडनैपिंग का जिक्र नहीं हुआ है। उसमें सिर्फ 341 का जिक्र है, वो हमने ऐड कर दिया है, और फर्दर कोई अगर सेक्शन बनेगा तो हम उसमें लीगल ओपिनियन लेके लगाएंगे उसको।
So why is this development significant? Simple. Because the dropping of these 3 critical sections ensured that Vikas Barala walked out on bail, a free bird.
164 सीआरपीसी की स्टेटमेंट के बाद हमने 341 आईपीसी, 365 आईपीसी, 511 आईपीसी जो कि नॉन अवेलेबल सेक्शन थे वो हमने धाराएं लगाई।
तो इसमें क्या किडनैपिंग का भी बनता है?
अटेम्प्ट टू किडनैप का हमने धारा लगाई है। कॉपी आ गई है 164 की। 164 की स्टेटमेंट में लड़की में कहीं भी किडनैपिंग का जिक्र नहीं हुआ है। उसमें सिर्फ 341 का जिक्र है, वो हमने ऐड कर दिया है, और फर्दर कोई अगर सेक्शन बनेगा तो हम उसमें लीगल ओपिनियन लेके लगाएंगे उसमें।
So Mr. Kopp says he changed his mind after getting a copy of the FIR, where he found there was no mention of kidnapping. But maybe he should take a look at this. The FIR where Varnika says clearly that they intended to kidnap her. So why the miraculous change of mind within us?
मैं समझता हूँ कि इस केस में पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस हो रहा है, और उसी कारण इस केस को एक कमज़ोर केस बनाया जा रहा है, और जो दफ़ाएँ लगी हैं वो बहुत सही लगी थी, और उसको डाइल्यूट किया जा रहा है अब, क्योंकि प्रेशराइज हो रहा है और इस केस को ख़त्म किया जा रहा है।
And that's not all. Along with charges being altered, coincidence number 2. The entire stretch that Varnika drove through while she was stopped, right from Sector 9, where Vikas and his friend bought alcohol, up to the point where the police finally came to her rescue. 9 CCTV cameras, all stopped working on the same day, at the same time. And now, the Chandigarh police, questioned for letting a stalker walk free, is trying to paint itself as the victim.
जो मैं देख रहा हूँ इस केस को एक मीडिया ट्रायल ना बनाए। देखिए, हम एक बड़ी प्रोफेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी हैं जो चंडीगढ़ पुलिस है, हमारे पे हम बिल्कुल फेयर काम कर रहे हैं, हमारे पे किसी तरह का कोई प्रेशर नहीं है।
So how did a city with CCTV cameras at every signal conveniently not capture this VVIP brat? While survivor Varnika is questioned left, right and centre, where is Vikas Barala? Who allowed him to go underground? Bureau Report, India Today.
On the newsroom, we're slipping into a quick break. When we come back, the creepiest story on TV tonight. There's a hair-raising tale, quite literally. Mass hysteria gripping several parts of North India. 7 states are reporting multiple instances of women mysteriously having their hair chopped off by an unknown entity and them falling unconscious. What is going on? Who is this phantom barber? Is there any, or is this just a case of misplaced mass hysteria which is chopping rationality? It's a story that is tracking and how being discussed in households all over. We get you a full ground report. Mass hysteria seems to have gripped several parts of North India, with at least 45 cases being reported so far from 7 states of women alleging that their hair are being mysteriously cut off by a phantom barber. Now, nobody quite knows who this phantom barber is, but they seem to fall unconscious with braids of hair lying around. Now, this is a story that's become a major talking point, with some arrests as well. Remember last time this happened, when everyone was chasing the monkey man? At that time there were many sightings, people getting injured, but nobody really saw the monkey man and there were no arrests. It was a case of mass hysteria. In this case, there have been some arrests as well. So what is going on? Is this a case of mass hysteria? Here's the story.
10 days and there's no sign of this creepiness ending. Across 7 states of North India, from the national capital to the Hindi heartland, from villages in Rajasthan to the plains of Punjab. The hair chop horror has now taken root in 7 states across the north. And it's the same terrifying story in each of these places, giving women and their families nightmares. The victims, separated by hundreds of miles, are too scared to even step out of their houses anymore.
सिर में दर्द होना कि मैं ऐसे पकड़ लिया बाल, फिर रुक के मारे 3 बस बना, फिर होश नहीं है।
पूरा गांव में दहशत का माहौल फैला हुआ है। रात को लोग सोए नहीं, महिलाएं सोई नहीं।
और ऐसी दहशत बढ़ रही है, ना बच्चे सो रहे, ना औरत सो रही, ना आदमी सो रहा। पूरी रात घर पे बैठा रहा।
This hair-raising tale has now created a fear psychosis, and it's limited to not just villages across North India. The hair chop horror has spread to houses in metros as well.
It's pretty devastating, of course, and it was really tragic to hear about it. And such tragic things are going on in India, so it's really bad.
That was not a thing to be believed that this can happen. But again, when I heard it and I just saw it also, so something was in my mind that there is something behind it.
I don't know, I haven't seen the censors as to these women are educated or not, or which background they belong. But if it's actually a mixed of education and illiterate, then it's a very big thing. Then we have to obviously look into it. It is against the right to privacy.
With each passing day, the victim count rises. Over the weekend, 4 women were admitted to a hospital in Uttar Pradesh's Lakhimpur Kheri after their hair was mysteriously chopped. A suspected rumour monger was even arrested on location. Similar incidents have been reported from Uttar Pradesh's Hardoi and Fatehpur, Punjab's Hoshiarpur, Bihar's Begusarai, Uttarakhand's Rudrapur and Roorkee.
पहले तो अफवाह सुनी जा रही थी टीवी चैनलों में, और अब जब गांव में ऐसा हो रहा है तो ये सच।
और रात को मम्मी को पता भी नहीं चला था कि कैसे मेरा बाल कटा है।
ऐसी लगी कि बस पैर खींच रहे हैं।
As the police across 7 states grapples with the frightening spread of these hair-chopping incidents, victims, some still very young, sit stunned, wondering where things go from here. The question now is, whoever and whatever is responsible for this, will they be caught and stopped before things go out of control? Bureau Report, India Today.
So, what really is going on? For a long time, I didn't take this story seriously because it made no sense. You know, how can you have somebody coming and chopping your hair from the back and then walking away? But then just the number of people who are talking about the story seems to suggest that everyone believes it's true. But is it at all? I certainly don't think so. To find out, I've got Dr. Vikram Singh, former Director General of Police of Uttar Pradesh. Good evening, sir. Sandeep Vora is a leading psychiatrist. I want to go to Vikram Singh first because there have been some arrests. When there was a monkey man sighting and everyone went crazy, nobody was arrested because there was no monkey man.
There was no monkey man.
Here, people are actually getting arrested. What's going on? Who is this phantom barber?
Mr. Rahul, please understand that when such weird things happen, it's not the first time it has happened. You may recall that in the 70s, it's too early for you to recall, the miracle chapati syndrome. The miracle chapati.
I remember Ganeshji drinking milk. I remember
Ganeshji
that.
drinking milk, the monkey man, the Muhunnuchua of eastern UP going right up to Bihar. This is all a consequence of a weak mind leading to psychosomatic aberrations. A weak mind is a fragile commodity. And whenever there is fragility in the mind, it displays in various ways, and this is one of them. I would say that the so-called barber is rather very magnanimous. No injury of any type. It seems to be done in a clean manner. And when such things happen, the mischief mongers and the criminal-minded people take over. And then they make...
So you think these are pranksters?
These are pranksters. Let me tell you from all my experience, I would give 5 lakh rupees to anyone who shows a chudail to me. They are all pranksters. And the police would do well to see the lighting, the proper picketing in the area. These do not happen in Maharani Bagh, Aurangzeb Road or Prithviraj Road. They happen only in a particular segment of society, at a particular time, in a particular locations, at a particular income level. Let them happen in Aurangzeb Road and Prithviraj Road, Sector 15A, and I would presume that there is an element of truth in what is being alleged. This is all pranksters and a figment of people's imagination.
Figment of people's imagination, you say, Sandeep Bora. What's your sense? You know, everyone is talking about this much more than Ahmed Patel's election, much more than what may happen with China. There, bhai kaun hai chudel, who's cutting the hair? Everyone's talking about this all through the weekend. What's going on?
See, it's as you have rightly pointed out that it's a case of mass hysteria, and in mass hysteria you tend to start believing in things which do not exist. And it is something which is, you know, one person sees and another listens, and then it spreads like fire. So in this case, many of these cases are genuinely having symptoms of hysterical psychosis, or we call it a dissociative states, in which they tend to do something and then many times they may or may not remember. And in some of the cases, as Vikramji has pointed out, it's a work of prankster, and maybe the prankster is at their home only. So from my point of view, it is, if you investigate all the cases, you will find some cause or the other in which you will be able to logically conclude what is the reason in that particular case. Many times we see that genuinely psychiatric cases are missed and misinterpreted as having some sort of power, superpower, or upri, in which they call it. So all these things are actually psychologically distressed individuals, either themselves or people around them trying to gain sympathy, or some of them having genuine psychiatric disorders. But when you when the news this sort of news spreads, then it spreads like fire, and many people knowingly and unknowingly tend to copy it based on the fear psychosis and whatever they hear.
Let me just show our viewers how several supposed victims have actually come forward with harrowing tales. And naturally, they're talking to TV camera channels, they're talking to their neighbors, and word is just spreading like wildfire that there's a phantom barber out there who comes and chops your hair off, and then you fall unconscious. Here are some victim narrations.
Different women, different stories. But what ties them together? All these women have had their hair chopped off. But who's cutting their hair? And how are these mystery hair choppers operating? While some women have seen only their shadows, some have not even managed to catch that sight. As logical explanations remain elusive, people are finding heart in the fact that this could only be witchcraft. But what's curious is that in Rajasthan, not only were the women's braids chopped off, they were apparently even branded with Trishul marks on their bodies and bindis on their foreheads. While the hair chopping victims in Delhi have not been branded, their experience too eludes logic. These women claim that their hair was chopped while they were sleeping behind locked doors.
सिर ने खूब अपना यहाँ लेट गई, इसी बेड पे लेटी, जहाँ मैं बैठी यहीं लेट गई। और जब मेरे सिर में बहुत तेज दर्द हुआ तो मैंने अपना सिर नू दाब लिया दोनों हाथ तक, खूब कैडो दाबिया, मेरी चीख निकली। अरे राहुल सन्नी भाई मेरा बाल पट गया, अरे मेरा सिर पट को कति नस पट गई मेरी, बस इतना तो मैंने पता, फिर ना पता।
तो आपने देखा यहाँ आपके फिर बाल कटे हुए थे?
हाँ।
What's also bringing the police probe to a virtual halt is that the victims now are too scared to speak out.
इस प्रकार की जो बात कहीं सुनने को मिलती है तो उसको इतना स्प्रेड आउट ना करें कि ताकि वो एक दूसरे को देखकर दूसरी जनता में भय का माहौल पैदा होता है। और जो इस प्रकार की गुड़गांव में इंसिडेंट्स हो रही हैं, गुड़गांव पुलिस उनकी पूरी तरह से जांच कर रही है।
Police are now urging victims and their families to pay no heed to rumors fueled by superstition.
तो ये इंसिडेंट जो रिपोर्ट हो रही है, ये एक खास तौर से जो लगता है ये भ्रम फैलाया जा रहा है और इसमें कोई भी इसमें मिस्ट्री नहीं है।
But as the cops attempt to keep rumors at bay, what they cannot deny is that women's braids are being chopped off under the most mysterious circumstances. And over a week on now, the police have made no headway in even coming close to nabbing the mystery hair choppers. With Anuj Mishra, Chirag Gothi, Himanshu Mishra, Puneet Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, so what's the solution? Will this just die out, Dr. Vikram Singh, or do you believe the police, the administration need to do something proactively?
Obviously, they need to do something. Scotch rumors, get hold of the rumor mongers, monitor social media, and also have a good police presence. Work out a few cases in which the family is involved in the chopping off of the hair and give them the punishment that they richly deserve. Give them the antidotes, and that is a scared mind is right material for people selling talismans and treatments like tabiz, tantrics and pujaris and the jyotsis. They need to be kept at bay because they are the people who promotes this kind of
They'll make money out of it.
And they make money because you and I have to be scared. If they have to be prosperous, you and I have to be scared. Therefore, let us not be scared. Give a befitting reply to those who are spreading rumors. The police have to work out a few cases and put people behind bars, those who are spreading rumors and those who are chopping off hair.
Okay. Dr. Sandeep Vora, in conclusion, what do you believe needs to be done? How do you get people to believe that there is no phantom barber? Everyone just seems to have whipped themselves up into a frenzy ki koi to aa raha hai, choti kaat ke ja raha hai. Who is this choti chor? How do you deal with the situation? I seem to have lost that connection with Dr. Vora, but I think the point that you're making, Vikram Singh, is very important, that you have to reach out proactively, calm people down, tell them there is absolutely no choti chor and there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Really appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, don't need to look behind when you're sleeping tonight or going about your work tomorrow. There is no choti chor. There is no choti chor. This is just mass hysteria. Like Ganesh ji drinking milk, like the monkey man menace, this will die out. Just relax. Be certain there is no choti chor. There are far more real serious things to worry about. VIP racism is something that is common all across India, not just in Chandigarh in the north, but also in the south, where Chief Minister Palaniswamy's convoy was stopped and an ambulance which had to pass was not allowed to go through because the convoy was clearly more important and the Chief Minister had to go first, even though there was a patient in the ambulance who was battling for life. Here's the story.
Long line of cars. Angry commuters. But this isn't just any ordinary traffic jam. These images from Chennai are of a big nasty VVIP hold-up on the road, where an ambulance was stopped, and if you can believe it, to allow Chief Minister Palaniswamy's convoy to pass. Watching in disbelief, a few angry motorists jumped out of their cars and asked the traffic police officials to let the ambulance pass. But no, sorry, the police had their orders, and that was to let the VVIP Chief Minister pass. It didn't matter if an ambulance was affected.
We can see in the video that there is an ambulance which was stuck and it was not given away by the traffic police because the convoy had to come. We also see a motorist coming out and telling the police to give way for the ambulance and also yelling that the Chief Minister is giving interview to the media in the airport, but the path is not being cleared. Finally, the ambulance was indeed given away, but after a long time after the convoy went away. This incident came to light only now after this Facebook video has gone viral.
As social media simmers over the incident, the Chief Minister has come under huge fire for his priorities.
If it is like that, I think the Chief Minister should agree that people have voted for him. He cannot stop people like that.
I don't know why Chief Minister didn't understand it, because an ambulance, life is supposed to be valued more than anything in this world. If an ambulance has not been allowed because the Chief Minister's convoy should go, that is completely not acceptable.
Is Chief Minister Palaniswamy simply too caught up with politics and power struggles to care about his own citizens anymore?
Despite many campaigns, VVIP racism continues, and once again here in Tamil Nadu, an ambulance was stuck because of the CM's convoy. So far, no reaction from the state government. However, the opposition parties in Tamil Nadu have taken up this issue and are hitting out at the Edappadi Palaniswamy government. With video journalist Manohar, this is Priyambada in Chennai for India Today.
VVIP racism is the curse of India. No matter what governments say, Netas simply refuse to change their mindset. We will continue to fight now until all time to come. I want to show you now in conclusion images of BJP MP Pramod Mahajan's son Poonam Mahajan meeting Rajnikant, superstar Rajnikant, the BJP MP meeting him just at the time when he's setting the stage for his grand entry into politics, leading to a huge host of rumor mills about whether he'll be joining the BJP or will he just be a part of the NDA, supporting the BJP from the outside but setting up his own party. So no clarity there just yet, but he is very closely in touch with top BJP leaders, weighing his political options, closer now to joining politics than before. This is where we wrap up the newsroom tonight. Tonight will be a tough night for Ahmed Patel and the Congress party, because after the NCP, now we're hearing that the GPP in Gujarat, the one MLA could also switch and support the BJP. If that happens, Ahmed Patel is in big trouble. Voting will start tomorrow morning. We'll be tracking that story all through the day. Remember, this is a high-stakes battle with Sonia Gandhi's personal prestige at stake, no matter who says what. If her closest political advisor can't win his election, there will be trouble. Ahmed Patel, though, still at this time confident that there are many people who owe him big time and they'll help him sail through. We'll track what happens. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. Good night.